thing, but it's all okay. Was really watching this price break above, 154, 240. Was watching it on the 30-minute as well to break above 152.40 to 154, 240, but then I guess I missed it because this would have been a pretty nice buy, like quick 10, 11 pips over here. I mean, hardly 8 pips. Yeah, it's okay. All right, let's see here. We got the Gulag coming in. Beautiful. Our lovely random strangers over there. We got Zoom coming in as well. We got nice. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look here. So since we're coming up to a really, really strong resistance here, this is exactly what we were waiting. I mean, I was waiting to break yesterday. We're back at this level over here, 154, 330. This 30-minute candle just started about 7 minutes ago. Really looking to see if we can break above 154, 350 for price to continue on bullish. Then I guess we can tap into 154, 600 because if you look on the daily time frame, these are all wick fills. This is a wick fill right here, 154, 350. If we break above this wick, we're going to continue on moving till 154, 450, and then we can start having conversations around, 154, 640 and stuff like that. So approaching a strong resistance here, have no entry, couldn't enter, was busy. So yes, I'm just going to see if we break above this level or not. Either price is going to continue breaking through this area with no confirmations, nothing, or we're going to get some sort of a criteria for entries. All right, let's bring up gold. Let's take a look at gold. Because the last thing I want to do is to take an impulse entry as we come up to this strong resistance. That's the last thing I want to do. So I kind of want to wait. I kind of want to wait for at least a 15-minute candle to close to see how it's going to close. If you look on the 15-minute time frame, we still got around 6 minutes left for the candle to close. So I think it's going to be very important. Let's take a look at, okay, so this is pound yen. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is ranging. We're at a 1929 support. Let's remove all analysis here. So this is support I'm looking at 1892, sorry. 1892, even all the way up right over here. 1893 on the 30-minute time frame. This is support we're at this point. I want to ask, when is the best time or scenario to use impulse entry compared to wait for confirmation? This is the point where I would want to wait for the candle to close, because we're approaching a really strong resistance here, right? Really strong resistance here, and I'm not sure how this 30-minute candle is going to close. Whether it's going to close above this area or is it going to respect this resistance and close below this, right? So this is where I'm not sure. So either way, let's say if this bullish candle closes above 154, 340 or above a price where all these candles closed, then maybe we're going to look for an impulse entry as the next candle breaks this candle's high. So it all depends on where this candle closes. And if you look on the 15-minute time frame, it also all depends on where the 15-minute candle closes as well. This is where a 15-minute candle close is going to be a weak confirmation compared to the 30-minute candle close. Because if you can get a 15-minute candle closing above this area, you can turn back and say, okay, well, the 15-minute candle did close above, but that's a weak confirmation compared to a 30-minute time frame. Can you check GBP USD? Let's see here. So gold is coming down. Looks like gold created some sort of a resistance at 1897. We're coming down towards 1892, 1893. Got a break below this area for price to continue down. What makes you want to take an entry on the previous 15-minute candle high? Just expecting volume to push through? Yes, just expecting volume to push through. That was the only reason why, there could have been a execution right here, because this was resistance here on the 30-minute candle closed bullish. Next candle broke the high, so this would have been a really good entry right here, 154, 229. When you're a mature trader, you look at the chart and say that, okay, I know price is moving bullish, we're approaching resistance, we're about to break resistance. Do I want to enter right here? And the second thing you're going to ask yourself, okay, if I want to enter right here, and if I'm not in this trade, where would have been the perfect entry? And I think the perfect entry would have been right over here, or even right down over here. You know, so when I understand that, okay, a good entry would have been somewhere down over here, then maybe entering at this point where price is at, it's basically not a good idea. So that's why now I gotta wait for price to give some more confirmations that we're gonna continue. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is entered at the break of the high. Okay, looks good. And then candle close bearish, aggressive stop loss below the candle. Nothing. You couldn't have done anything. You know, you followed the rules, and then the candle closed like this in a downtrend. So I think maybe could have looked for a downtrend, like a move to go down. You know, because like a retracement could have been a little bit of a risky maneuver there. I'm struggling to risk manage. I sort of know what to do, but I keep holding, sometimes extend stop loss and take massive losses. Please help. Well, stop extending stop losses. You know, that was one of the biggest problem I had too. If price would reach my stop loss, I would just say, well, let's just extend it. You don't lose if you don't close, right? But no, that's wrong. You gotta close. When price reaches your stop, it's like, okay, you know what? I gotta get rid of it. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is pound USD. Trusted the high time frame to keep pushing price. Entered here. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Very nice analysis there. This is pound AUD. Still keeping an eye on pound yen over here. We got 2 minutes left for the 15-minute candle to close. Keeping an eye there. Pound AUD potential buys if you break above this area. Looks good. We got clean traffic. Sort of like seems like it's in a very tough range at this point. Pound AUD. Really, really tough range between 1.82430 and 82300. Sells below this area looks good too. Good morning. Isn't there a strong resistance on the 4-hour at 154.400? There is at 154.400 right here. Actually, it's 420. Right over here as well. Really strong resistance, but this area here, this is much stronger than this resistance right here. You know, so even if price comes up, I would generally want it to kind of like consolidate at this point, and then maybe like, you know, break above close to NYSE. Because if it consolidates and then starts breaking, then that would mean that it rested for a little bit, it consolidated, grabbed orders, and now it has enough volume to continue pushing through this price. 154, like, you know, 420. So that's why it's like it's really important to kind of like visualize what you really want to see, because if it starts consolidating, then it's game over for GJ. Then we're gonna slay GJ, pound yen, for it to continue. But if it doesn't consolidate, like we'll see what happens, right? 15-minute candle is about to close, and you can see, oh wow, okay. Yeah, this one right here. 1 minute left. It's closing below this area right here. So taking buys is very risky at this point. Would you put a sell stop, buy stop on the gold 830 with USD news? As far as I know, they're not looking for a big change. Yeah, there we go. They're looking at 6.5 and 6.4. I don't think that's going to be a massive change. We got unemployment claims. I think the only way gold's going to move a lot if these unemployment claims are like, you know, really off the handle over here. Like if there's like a massive change, then we're going to see a really, really good move on gold. I know you explained your gold sell yesterday, but I would like to know, was that a time of volume? Yes, that was a time of volume. Been watching gold around, you know, 8:30 p.m. Eastern till like 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and have seen some sort of a volume push on gold at that time. Been watching it for about the last 3 months, 4 months, and there's always been some sort of a move on gold at that point. So tried to capitalize on that yesterday. Because day before yesterday, we had a really good move on gold. Day before yesterday. And then yesterday again at the same time, gold moved. So it was right over here. I think it was this 1 hour candle. Yeah, this one right here. It was this 1 hour candle right here. The 9 p.m. candle for it to continue down to retest the slow. So got around 10, 11 pips on this move on gold yesterday as it started to come down. And then I guess previous to that, we had, I think it was not this one. I think it was earlier one. I'll see if I can find it. All right, look at that. Pound yen, no buys at this point. 15-minute candle closed below the zone, right? So now we want the 30-minute candle to close, right? If the 30-minute candle closes below 154.320, we're not going up because it's closing below that area. So, you know, trading can become pretty boring at times because you're just sitting and watching and waiting. You know, most people look at that and say, oh no, man, if I'm watching charts, I gotta be in a trade. I gotta be in some sort of a trade. No, you don't have to be in a trade. You have to just sit back, relax, and just wait for price to print something that you want to see. Let's take a look at this chart here. Tito took a buy right here. Oh, nice on the pound yen 1 hour. Beautiful. Very nice. Bunch of people did take those trades though. 5-minute chart, trusting the volume to push 270. Nice. Is US opening is up a lot at the moment? Is US opening what? Is US opening up a lot at the moment? Could there be a much lower number on unemployment claims? Who knows, man? Because like, you know, they're opening up the economy in certain states, so who knows? These claims should be lower number because they're forecasting a lower number, you know, but it's not that much lower. So we'll see what the real numbers are. Did you over leverage your gold trade? No, I did not. Take so much patience. I didn't take the trade since the week. That's true. What you think about catch? Oh, actually, that was gold sell. The answer I gave about that gold sell, it was this one right over here. Yeah, that had nothing to do with the Asian session. Yeah, my bad. That had nothing to do with the Asian. My whole idea for the gold sell is not like there was volume at that time, but I was trying to see that if I can take a trade based on the 4-hour time frame, right? Which was the 4-hour wick fill. That was the entire idea why that sell was taken. And that was also based on the fact that, okay, if the 1 hour is creating like a resistance there, there's a very high probability we can continue down to, like, you know, fill this wick on the 4-hour. You see this support? This support is the wick fill on the 4-hour right here. Right here. 1899.060, go to the 1 hour time frame, 1899. You get the point, right? So that was the whole idea, to take this move and to continue down to eventually 1897. But the price moved so quick, it just dropped too quick for me to even, like, you know, secure 10, 11 pips. So I could say that was a lucky move. That was a very, very lucky move. How much did you risk on that trade? I think it was around 2,200, 2,300. No, actually more than that. Close to 3,000 because that was a 25 lot, and yeah, close to that. So it was like a bit of profits I've made this this past week. Let's see here. Hey Raja dear, please explain gold's move yesterday. Raja dear. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. Pound AUD. Would you say it's okay to enter if the next 30-minute candle breaks the previous? I would say breaks the previous. I think that's going to be better. But if you can get a candle closing above, I think that's going to be much better. But at the same time, I think we also got this issue happening right here. Yeah, you got to be mindful of that part right there as well. So it's going to be really tricky at that point. What's this here? If you take a second or third trade, will the lots decrease or be less than your first trade? See, that's a risk management question, and I think risk management is really personal. You know, that's something you have to decide what's going to work for you. Because for me, it depends on a lot of factors. You know, for me, it depends on if I'm taking 2 trades on a Monday, are those wins or losses? If I'm still break even on a Monday, and if I'm looking for a third trade to take or a fourth trade to take, then probably that's going to be the same lot size, you know, like, or let's say if I've made profits Monday, Tuesday, and it's a Wednesday, and on Wednesday I'm trying to take a fourth trade, maybe I'm going to, like, you know, use the same lot sizes because I would have had profits, or like, you know, if I've had losses, then maybe I'm going to reduce the lot size. So I think risk is very personal to, like, you know, to your own situation, how you feel in a trade, how confident you are. So, you know, so it depends on a lot of factors here. Pound USD buys above Yeah, it looks good. We got this wick over here too, so you know we'll see how this area opens up here. Plus, also like this also matches up with the almost like a support here to the left as well. I met the ones you. Oh, okay, we already talked about that. Okay, what's the song called? I have no idea. These are from the YouTube audio library. Gold 15-minute chart. This looks better. Looks better. We got resistance at this point. 15-minute, 30-minute. Yeah, we got this resistance right here. This is your intersession range, right? Above 1896, 1897, this is your intersession range. Intersession range is a range which will get filled within a session, So we're moving into a New York session at this point. So there's a very high possibility that if you do break above 1897, we could fill this intersession range for price to continue on towards 1899 and possibly even to 1900, because we got a huge consolidation there to the left hand side. How do you enter a trade with magic keys with fixed lot sizes? I don't. I use the fixed lot size on my MetaTrader, but then I use magic keys to kind of like manage the trade. Did you take any trades or are you waiting for the news? I did not take any trades. I did not. No, I haven't taken any trades. I was trying to see that we know what will make pound yen go bullish. I was trying to see what will make it go bearish, and I couldn't find an answer. I could not find an answer because the problem is if we're looking at recent zones, the recent zones on the 30-minute time frame, we have like a support right here, there's a support and then clean candle right below it. And if you measure this range, this is like 15, like it's very choppy. Sells are really, really choppy, difficult, so we'll have to wait. Goat FX having issues with their broker. Do not take trades for the next 12 hours. Oh, damn, 12 hours. Let's see here. When you start going for the streams, are you still gonna upload videos to YouTube? Yes. Indica versus Sativa. Indica. No, Sativa all the way. How do you enter a trade with magic keys with fixed lot size? Okay. What else do you recommend as far as education besides micro and macro economics? I recommend charting the pairs, you see, all the time. This is what I do. If I'm not trading, if I'm not looking for a trade, I'm going to take a paper trade, and a paper trade is going to be that I'm going to open up a trade in my mind, or on a piece of paper that, okay, I entered right here. This is what my, stop loss is. This is what my take profit is. And I'm going to let it run, and if it goes to profits, and then I'm going to see that, okay, which things I did right and how can I really replicate that the next day? If it's a losing trade, then I'm going to look at that and say that, okay, how could I have had a better entry? What did I do wrong? And stuff like that. So, apart from studying all the time and watching webinars, a really good practice is to actually plot out charts. Only at the time you trade though, because you got to be careful of not to overdo the charts at all times. Looking on gold, are those lower wicks strong rejection from the downside? These ones, yes, but it also depends where this 30-minute candle closes. If this 30-minute candle closes a week bullish or a week bearish, then these are rejection wicks. But I would say if it closes below this area, then that means that it's closing a bearish candle below support. And then we can start to look for price to continue down. We still got 4 minutes left over here, but it looks like it's rejecting that area so far. So now we just got to see where this 15-minute candle is going to take us. Very delicate situation at this point. What is the candle already break support resistance, but 10 to 15 minutes more left? Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens at this point. Mr. Dagger Elio donated $3 today. Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Trading is not fun, but Raja is not around. Can you tell exact dates when you are away so I can plan my holidays? So I can plan your holidays. All right. So I think we're gonna stop the streams. We're gonna stop the streams on the 7th. Yeah, the 7th. 7th is gonna be the last day. It's a Monday. Oh, I'm not sure. Either the 7th. I think the 7th is gonna be the last day, or 4th. 7th or the 4th. 7th or the 4th. So I think we're gonna stop for about 2 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. All right, let's take a look at this over here. Pound New Zealand, traffic to the left, not so clean. Would you take the sell? I would take this. I mean, if the candle can close below this area and it breaks the low and like, you know, there's enough range. I mean, it looks like there's enough range. 365 till like, let's say 1.93, 100. That's like 30 pips at this point. Close to 20. When I took a loss and then I start researching trades, enter double, lose, triple. What? When I took a lose and then I start searching trades, enter and lose double, triple. Guide me, please. Well, just like, you know, when you take a losing trade, just call it a day. You know, close down the charts. Close down the charts and let your conscience guide you. You know, because sometimes we let our heart guide us, you know, and the heart get hurts when you take a losing trade. And when your heart get hurts, you make dumbass decisions, you know. So whenever you take a losing trade, you tell your heart that, okay, heart, listen, that's fine. Your brain is going to tell you to just stop. Your heart's going to say, no, let's keep going. You know, so you got to listen to the brain. My brain always tells me, hey, Raja Banks, you got to stop. When I take one losing trade, I'm like, okay, I got to relax a little bit. And if I take a second losing trade, I just stop. I'm like, nope. Gotta stop. Are you somehow connected to Forex Scalper? I noticed some of his trades are kind of like the same, your style. He used to be a part of Forex family and he stole a lot of our material, and that's why, like, you know, his stuff looks like ours. This is like a long time ago. 2016, late 2016. Definitely not making millions though. 100%, I can guarantee that. I mean, there was a time this guy, the amount of things he posted over a month, all those trades, they amounted up to 14 million. And we were like, whoa, this guy's making 14 million on Instagram? Like, wow, this is crazy. So yeah, certain things didn't add up. Let's see here. What has happened? I was away. Did I miss something? Why is Raja stopping? Oh, we're gonna probably gonna discuss that some other time. Someone said they were looking for a US 30 trade. If news is well, this will be your trade of the day. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look. 4-hour uptrend. If we keep rejecting, oh yeah, looks good. Looks good. Strong support, really strong support. If we break the high, I think there's some move happening over here. So we'll see. What happened with Daniel Savage yesterday in his stories? Oh, I just got too emotional. He erupted on something. What is the candle? What if the candle already breaks the support and resistance, but 10 to 15 minutes are left? It depends, you know. I mean, so this was the thing here, right? The 15-minute candle, it broke resistance here, but it didn't close above it. You know, it closed below it. So it had to close above it for us to make a decision whether we're going to take a buy here at this time or not. You know, because the 30-minute candle was still open at this time. And as you can see, 30-minute candle is closing bearish here, range, gold as well. Look at this, nothing. Oh, look at this 30-minute candle on gold. Close below support right here. This is your minor support at this time. So it could be pretty tricky if we're looking for sells over here. Now on the 30-minute candle, it looks perfect, you know, because now what you can do is you can basically visualize that if you take a paper trade right here. Okay, let's suppose someone takes a paper trade right over here, right? You have a paper trade, your stop is above the 30-minute candle, you know, and you're anticipating price to continue moving down to potentially fill this wick like 17 pips away. You know, so this could be a very, very good paper trade, also considering the fact that the 30-minute candle closed below all these candles over here, which now makes it a close below support. and then it makes it a potential wick fill down over here and a wick fill down towards 1894. But when you look at it on the 15-minute time frame, you're going to see a whole lot of problems over here. So when the smaller time frame, like a lower time frame, has a lot of consolidation, wicks, rejections, it's always a good idea to look at the higher time frame, the 30-minute time frame, right? Looks very clean if you like visualize what you can basically see happening. Right, so let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. Looking at the 1 hour time frame looks even better because this 1 hour candle closed below the support right over here. So, there's a potential for price to continue down. But since this is something I've been noticing recently, I'm not taking this trade. It's just like something that I'm watching now. So if this works, I'm going to write in my mental book that, hey, this thing worked on this day when I saw this. So if it happens the next time, then I'm going to be making a decision to either to execute on it or to use like a lower lot size on it or not. So see, something I haven't seen enough. It's always a good idea to kind of like hang back and just watch. Oh wow, yeah, good thing. Mental book. Mental stop loss about to get hit over here. See, that's why I didn't execute on this because haven't seen this enough, And also now we can look at the 15-minute and say, okay, yeah, like what, it was a little bit messy over here too. What scenario look candle to close and next candle to break the entry above support resistance? You mostly take impulse entry before candle close. I know it's from experience, but one basic thing which we need to enter before candle close. What? Candle close other than volume? Any suggestion? Thank you, sir. Man, you just put all your thoughts in just one big sentence. As the thoughts came to you, you just put it down in one big sentence. With impulse entry, that's all about, I would say, you can just anticipate it. You can just anticipate it because if you're looking for an impulse entry above, 154, 350, you want a candle to close above this area and the next one to break the high. And obviously, like, you're factoring in that, okay, this should be volume at this time. I know we can't trade range, but I saw this great retracement and the trade I took right here. Oh, nice. Very nice. Cowboy trade over there. I would call it the cowboy trade. I made it work. I'm starting to paper trade New Zealand USD. Do you think this could be a good one? Do I think this could be a good one? 30-minute candle close above or below? Yeah, closing above would be better. If it closes above, it's good. But if you start rejecting, then obviously you can start looking for sells. But yeah, I think there's going to be some sort of a waiting around. Some sort of waiting happening here. I'm still keeping an eye on gold over here as well. Because it looks like we did not break the high. If you look closely, we did not break the high. We're coming down at this point. Now what I'm doing, I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it to see if it breaks its own low and do we get some confirmations that we can continue down. So if I measure this range, it's like a 26, 27 pip range, probably could do something with it, but let's see what happens. All right, let's take a look over here. This is managed risk, impulse entry. You're looking for sells. Oh, managed risk right over here. Hit my stop loss. Oh, I think you could have managed risk when this candle broke the highs right down over here. Broke one high, managed risk. Broke the second high, managed risk again. But if it moved too fast, then it is what it is. Let's take a look at GA over here. Has he taken any trades? No. Nope. No trades have been taken. Looks like GA is still ranging at this point. We're in this range on GA. Let's take a look at this chart. This is sells after we break the low. Looks good. Clean range. Nice zone work. Kind of waiting here. Oh, look at this. Gold is now breaking the lows at this point. We broke below the 15-minute low. Now, if this was me doing paper trades, I would probably wait for this 15-minute candle to close, but looks like we could go down. We didn't break the high. If we break the low at this point, we're going to continue moving down in gold. This is a good visualization over here. I'm not in this trade, just watching this trade at this point. If the 15-minute candle closes bearish, I may look to enter it, but so far I'm just going to watch it. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is GJ. Buys above 154.350. Looks good. Wick fill. Potential TP up here. Sells are going to be a little bit tricky, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this could be a very nice move coming down. Can my bank potentially block funds coming from Dominion markets? No. Not at all. Oh wow, look at that. We broke the low over there too. Very nice. This is a very good call on gold. We broke the lows on the 15-minute, broke the low of the previous 15-minute. 1 hour candle also coming down to fill this wick. At this point, we're going to fill this wick 100% because we broke the low on the 30-minute. And now we're approaching the low on the 1 hour, which is going to be a very, very nice wick fill over here, 1894. Looking on the 4-hour time frame, we also got to fill the wick right over here to it on 1894, continuing on down to 1893, 300. Oh wow, look at that! Fill the wick on the 1 hour here. Oh, GG has also broken up. No trades at this point, just watching. Broke 1894. Can we reach 1893.50? 1893.50. Someone has to be in the sell on gold. Someone has to be in the sell on gold. Wow, pound yen is also pumping over here. Pumping really strong. I'm not in this trade at all. I mean, no trades at this point. Nothing. I keep over leveraging and stacking entries. I can't hold an account for 2 weeks. Keep blowing up. This is becoming a habit for Tom now. Would you take a break? I would take a break. I would literally take a break, and I would just focus on just 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. There's no other formula. Where would you put stop loss if GJ breaks resistance? Yeah, if I look at it, maybe stops could have been within this range, 10, 12 pips within this range. Would have been an impulse entry if I was watching this, but I was most focused on gold over here as well. So it is what it is. No trade at this time. I'm paper trading double bottom on 15-30 minutes time frame on gold. Which experience do you think it works long term or just luck? I think if you can really focus on it and it's working out, then I think it's working out. Then maybe you're looking at something really important over there. Yeah, it looks like gold is on its way over here to 1893.50 now. And then we got to tap into the support at 1893.27. Ooh, coming straight down. Pound yen is also continuing to move up over here. So much volume just randomly came in. See, at this rate, we're coming up straight. We broke above this wick. We're coming up towards, 154, 500. Yeah, I think potentially 154, 650 is right there. We can easily tap into that area there. 154, 650. Wow, what a move. This thing was 22, 23 pips at this time. Let's see what happened here. Should the transition out of furlough happen more smooth, rate rise would be appropriate. Okay, they're looking at higher interest rates. Interesting. Let's see here. I spend 10 to 12 hour days working, and I'm spending more time here on the stream. Why you don't in the GJ trade? It break 340. What's your reason? It is pumping too fast or what? Because I wasn't watching GJ. I was watching gold. I was watching gold as it was moving down, and then when I saw GJ, it has already left. So once it already left, I was like, well, fuck it. Can't do anything at that point. It's already left. This is like you sit on a slot machine and you're pulling down the string all night long, and as soon as you get up and the next person sits down, he spins the wheel, he wins the jackpot. You know? That's what, and you're like, oh man, just one more spin, man. And you would have won the jackpot. That's what happened over here. I was watching gold, wasn't paying attention to pound yen, and missed it. You know, there's nothing to do at that point. Let's take a look at this chart here. Enter here with a small size. Oh, nice. Broke the low in the 5 minute. You enter the trade. Very nice. Yeah, so I mean, ideally, now what we want to do is probably going to wait for price to sort of like retrace, and then I'd want to enter. But at this point, it's just, you know, totally missed the trade. GU, where would you take an impulse entry? Probably going to look at the smaller time frames here on GU. If you're really looking at GU, oh wow, it's still pumping here. 154, 650 is coming up. Holy, GU still going. I think could have been up over here as we broke above the highs on GU, but with, like, you know, stops in the middle of these ranges. Wow, what a move. I think it's going to continue moving here because they're looking at potential rate hikes here on pound yen.
Sorry, Raja.
Sorry, Tiger.
It's fine, man. Don't worry. I was just gonna ask why you didn't take the GJ, the buy impulse. Was there a reason, or?
I was looking at gold.
Oh yeah, okay.
First time I've seen GJ move this whole month. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Are you looking for GJ entry on next candle? I don't know. I want to see some sort of a retracement to enter GJ. Yeah, I want to see some sort of a retracement to enter pound yen. Let's see here. Entering on the 15 minute or candle high is a good idea. Oh wow, 650, 640 tapped on pound yen. See, this is what we were talking about. That once we break above 154, 400, you're expecting volume to continue driving price up. That's what it is. You're really trusting volume to continue driving price up. At this point, whoever is in the GJ trade, man, congratulations. You got this trade here of the day. This is a trade I was waiting for, and, you know, missed it. Can't handle the FOMO, that's okay. Sucks to miss GJ, but it's nice to see it actually move and not range. Yeah, that's true. Do you think with this GJ move, we will leave this daily range? Yeah, could be. You know, now you can see we're coming down to a close over here on the 15-minute time frame. So would want to see some sort of retracement and then a continuation. That would be amazing. Do you think? Okay, let's see here. Zoom is going to be very awkward when we, the Gulag idiots, come to mingle with the Zoom guys. I don't think so. I have other plans for that. I have a way to control that. How a low impact news brought so much volume? Yeah, that's true. Where would you have entered on the GJ buys? I would have entered as we broke about 154, 350. From past 2 days, I went to profits around my target, and then I think of holding trades and it becomes directly back to my positions. Your words are echoing now. Book 90% and leave the rest running. That's it, man. You just got to secure positions, you know, because as much as we want price to continue moving, you know, not all dreams come true at the end of the day. So you just got to start securing positions. So now, perfect, right? We closed below this area here. I would want to see some sort of a retracement, and then I could enter for price to continue down. No, continue up. Hey Raja, I just got slaughtered with my GBP CAD short. Oh, damn. It was a really good setup, but because of the news, it went the other side. Yeah, man, GPCAD moves a lot too. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. This thing really went the opposite way really quick. 53 pips. Damn, that's some hard move right there. I think it gave you opportunity to get out at this candle right here once it just rejected this area. What's this? Your JPY took buys after you broke the high when the price started to retrace. Close for right here. Okay, maybe there was this resistance right here on the 1 hour time frame. That's what we can see right here. So maybe a buy would have worked if this candle broke the high of the previous one. Just a thought. Let's see here. Jason B. Jason B. Ooh, pound yen 5-minute chart. Entered on the 5-minute, broke the high just because of the volume. Oh, nice. Very nice. 13 pips. I'd want to see a rejection come down and then go straight up. I think that's going to be amazing. That's going to be the Christmas time for pound yen to continue bullish. Did Raja not enter this trade? No, I did not enter this trade. I was watching gold and I missed it. I made a rookie mistake. You know, I made a rookie mistake. I wanted to execute on pound yen, but I was doing a paper trade on gold. I mean, why? Shouldn't have done that. Would you enter if the 15-minute breaks the high or wait for support to form? I would wait for support to form. If this 15-minute breaks the high of the previous candle, I'm not going to execute on that point. You know, I'm not going to execute because it's already moved up from a zone. You know, we still have we have one big candle moving up over here. You know, so if we break the high, it's like saying, oh, we're going to move up more. You know, but it's just, if it does, it does. You know, I'm willing to miss out on that trade, but ideally I want to see a retracement because the more we move away from a zone, the bigger the probability it's going to do a retracement. What will be the next targets if GJ breaks above 154.800? Don't have chart data. Okay, let's see over here. So 154.800 is the next really strong resistance, right? So if you guys remember last week, this was a really strong resistance here, 154.800. Look at this. This area here is strong as hell. We could not break above this area at all. You know, so we want to see next target is going to be 154.800, and above that area, let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame here. Scroll all the way to the left hand side, move on to the 4-hour time frame. The data we have is from February 2018. Yeah, right here. I think the next targets are going to be 155. We're looking at 155, 400, 155 even. You know, so yeah, 155 is right there. Look on the 4-hour time frame. We have this bit of a consolidation over here. So yeah, that's the move. I'm willing to miss out if price breaks the high. I know we're going to move on towards 154.800 this time, but I really want to see a retracement to have a much stronger trade idea. Raja, please see Instagram direct message. I sent something. Give before candle come. Give before candle come. Is that a Homo sapien language? Give before candle come. Broken down the English language in 2 words. Me, hunt. Give candle come. Let me get this out of the way. How to join Zoom? What book do you read? Are we in a trade? Are you really charging for the stream? And my favorite, how does my trade look with no chart? Yeah, that's perfect. Hey, someone said, hey, I have a sell on your USD. You think it looks good? Well, where's the chart? How the hell do we know what time frame you're looking at? Hi, darling. Can you look at UJ, please? All right, let's take a look at USD JPY here. USD JPY. Oh, okay. Looks like. Oh no, this is pound yen. Yeah, I was about to say it looks like pound yen. USD JPY. All right, let's remove all analysis. Let's go to the daily time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, we are ranging here. That's a solid range. Look, we got support down at 108, 700. We got resistance at 109, 200. Looking on the 4-hour time frame, yeah, we're in a very solid range here on the 4-hour time frame. One over here. We have some sort of a support happening on the 1-hour time frame down at this point, 109, 109, 040, 050. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for these areas to break, because if we break above this resist, so here's the thing, right? Whenever you're looking at a chart, you're plotting down the most recent support and the most recent resistance zone, supply demand, whatever you want to call it, right? You plot the most recent ones down, and then you try to look at, okay, if we break below this recent zone, where's the next target where price can go? So if we break below, let's say 109.050, next target where price can go is probably down over here, 108,900. So now you measure this range. You're like, okay, this is like a 16 pip range. And if you break below this area, this could be a very nice trade, because we had easier move on this candle going up. So then we can have the same easier move of the candle coming down. That's all what you wait for. And then you wait for this area to break. And now you look at resistance. You're like, okay, where will price go if you break above 109,200? You look to the left hand side. You're like, okay, well, we got a support or resistance up at like 109,300. And then you measure the range. You're like, okay, this is almost like 10 pips. If this is 10 pips, you're like, okay, what would look better for you? Would sells be better for you, or would buys be better for you? And then you measure the range. You're like, okay, this was 14 pips, this is 10 pips. Maybe a 14 pip range is much better for me. So that's how you kind of like do your analysis on the pairs that you're looking at. Same thing as pound yen over here, right? If I take a buy above 154.700, we know 154.800 is a strong resistance, so it doesn't make any sense to take this buy over here. It will seem much more better if you wait for some sort of a market structure to form, for to price to maybe like retrace, create support, and then continue bullish. So we'll be willing to wait at that point. Yeah, gold's still ranging over here now. Can you break down Euro USD? Let's take a look here. Euro USD. Euro USD. Daily time frame ranging. I hate this pair, Euro USD. Just despise this pair. Don't like it at all. So let's remove all analysis. So we're going to do a quick breakdown here on Euro USD. So first thing, what we can identify is a support form right here, based on this area right over here. Looking on the 1 hour time frame, it's perfect. We got that support, so we're going to put a yellow line right here, visually indicating we need to break this to continue down. Looks like we're also coming up to some sort of a resistance at this point, right? And if you measure this range, this is like a nice range here, 29 to 30 pip range at this point, right? So yeah, that's it. It's pretty clean analysis here on Euro USD actually, because if we have this resistance at 1.22130, the next area of target could be right up over here, 1.22350, which is 25 pips away. Actually, it's not that bad, plus we also have the news in about an hour. So what if that news is going to pump this and break up if it's bad news for the USD? Who knows? There we go. We're breaking the high to continue to 154.800 here. Still in no trades at this point. That sound was not recorded in the last simulation session. Are you planning a simulation session for this weekend? If you go read the announcements, there's an announcement page there. If you go read the announcements, you will see that it was fixed. Every day my mother walks in on me trading and says, say hi to Raja. Oh, hello. If the news is bad and USD goes down, does it mean that gold is going up? Yes. Yes. That means gold is going to go up. I trade outside in the rain. I find it helps. Yeah, that's true. If you trade outside in the rain and you go in a drawdown and you cry, no one's going to know you're crying. Yeah, that's the worst part. Oh, I just cry in the rain so no one knows I'm crying. Sounds like a saying from someone who's really emo or something. Please tell me your spread on gold. My spread on gold is 1.5, 1.3, 2 pips. Almost like, I'd say like 2 pips. 2, less than 2, somewhere around that. If you entered GJ buy, kindly tell me at what point you enter. I would have entered right down over here, 154, 350. That's where I would have entered. That's it. You got to be so strict on yourself as a trader that if you see price breaking the highs at this point, tell yourself that you will not enter there because your entry was right down over here, 154, 350, and just stick to that. Just stick to that. You know, because if we get a retracement and get an opportunity to enter again for a buy, I think that's going to be a much, much better trade than to fight price taking buy right up over here. Is Magic Keys waterproof? Sometime I trade in the bathtub. Not really. You can try. Try not to dip it in the bathtub. I think it's going to be fine. Can you explain why you sometime enter a position before the candle breaks the wick? On the left, just experience. Yeah, it's experience. Plus, if it's closing above the resistance, then that also makes sense at that time. Can't wait for the guest tomorrow. Daniel FX Savage. Yeah, I think he declined to be a guest on tomorrow. We want to ask him how did he blow his account by using Magic Keys. And yeah, they basically no answer. Imagine you're buying the top and then the market keeps on dipping, but you get wrecked and can't buy the dip. Yeah, that's true. Can't find the dip either way. Oh, where's the dip? Do you have a Discord server? No. I trade with my smart toaster in the bathtub. Oh, nice. Nice. Hopefully it's smart enough not to kill you. Keep buying the dip until you're at the break even. Hello, good morning. How could join the Zoom? Regards. Guillermo Osola. I don't know. I don't think you can at this point. I'm also subscribed to you from Sri Lanka. Oh, thank you so much. Did you trade silver? No. Best advice I've gotten from here. Okay, what's that advice? Hi sir, is volume a good sign for an impulse entry? Yes. So volume, there are different times of volume, right? So this is a really high time for volume at this point. We're moving towards NY Open at this point. We're approaching 154, 800. This is a really, really strong resistance right over here. You can see the amount of candles rejecting. So yeah, I really would want to see a retracement here. Raja, if you entered GJ buy, kindly tell me at what point. If I got $1 for every time someone asked me that today, I'd have almost like $10. Almost $10. Where could you have entered GJ buy? How could you have entered the pound buy? All right, let's take a look here. Gold is still coming down. Looks like gold is waiting for the news to break outside of this range. Could you explain why sometimes you don't wait for a candle to close above resistance to buy? Because of volume, as you can see right here. There's a lot of volume right now in the market. Lots and lots of volume here. We're coming up towards 154, 800. How can you tell if there's volume? By looking at the time. There's a lot of volume at this time, guys. I mean, you need to understand this. There's volume at this time. Markets are open, banks are open, institutions are open, everyone's rocking and rolling. You know, a lot of volume at this time. Gold is also coming down as this 30-minute candle is coming to a close. Got to be very aware if this candle closes with no wick at the bottom or not. Got around 7 seconds. Looks like it's going to close with no wick at the bottom. Oh, there's no wick at the bottom of this candle. Is there a news that made the bull run on GJ2 happen? Yes, Mr. McGill. If we go to forexfactory.com, right? This is what we should do, right? We go to forexfactory.com, you click on news, and you look, oh shit, there's a red news over here. I wonder what this could be. And then you look at this, you're like, oh, okay. They're looking at the rate rise. Maybe this moved pound yen. And you look at pound yen, you're like, oh yeah, it moved pound yen. Could you short GJ on resistance? No, you cannot short GJ on resistance. It's moving bullish. That's something I used to do in the past, but now I don't do that anymore. You got to wait for price to kind of like, come down, create support, and then continue up. Let's see if we can get something on gold over here. May have to step aside on this gold here as well. Not comfortable taking the sell at this point on gold. I found today this amazing channel. Oh, thank you, Mr. Asanka Virasuriya. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I can't really look for a sell on gold here either, because breaking in the first 2 minutes, not really comfortable at all. The candle closed with no wick at the bottom. So even if it continues dropping, I'm going to be okay by missing this trade, by missing out on this trade. Look at this right here. No trades at this point. Show history, nothing. Didn't take anything today. This is a sell from yesterday, Asian session, and after that, nothing. Just watching price move, and that's about it. Sitting out, watching things move, coming up towards targets where I could have entered, and if I'm in the US and I'm allowed to trade gold on Dominion markets, yes. Oh wow, gold is tripping out over here. It's really wilding out. Gotta stay very, very safe from gold. I don't like the way it's just wicking down. What is the importance of the lower wick? Next candle could turn. See, here's the thing. This previous candle closed with no wick at the bottom, right? This means there's no range for the next candle to continue down, because when a candle closes with a wick, this means it's closing with a range for the next candle to fill. If a candle has no wick at the bottom, this means there's no range for the next candle to fill. It's sort of like when you're walking through a maze, you're dropping breadcrumbs, right? So when there's a candle with a wick, that means the candle left breadcrumbs for the next candle to continue down. So this is why, whenever you see a candle closing with no wick at the bottom, especially when it's bearish candle, I say there's a 50-50 chance that price is going to continue moving in that direction. And to be honest, when you're looking for trades, you're not looking for a 50-50 chance to be profitable. You're looking at a much bigger chance to be profitable. So that's why I'm staying out of this area right here. I kind of want to I'm willing to miss out on this move. Even though if it moves down, I'm willing to miss out on it. But I really want to see something close in my direction, or something to close, visually in a way that I can say, okay, you know what, I've seen this before. Let me execute on this. So with that, I'm just going to, kind of wait a little bit more at this time. GJ buy secured. Ooh, 40 pip win. Secured 90%. Running to the moon. Nice. Very nice. Today is another character building day. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see. I think a much better opportunity is going to be, for pound yen to retrace and then continue up. So I'm going to wait for that. Oh, it looks like someone was bullying someone there in the gulag. Can you look at New Zealand JPY? I think you need to post a chart. You post a chart, and then we're going to take a look at that. Looking at the chart is going to help, especially when it's your chart. If no wick on previous candle, the next candle goes where the FMI, I better go back. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. See, the candle made no wick, next candle went down, and now it's retracing. There's a 50-50 chance that ally, yes. What do you think about this gold trade? All right, let's take a look at this chart from the gulag. Mr. Peppers. Mr. Peppers sent a chart. Let's take a look here. This is, ooh, a buy. Entered on this candle for price to retest the high. Price came up, secured 50%, full TP. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Very nice chart over there. Very nice trade. That was a handsome win over there. Hello, brother. where you place stop loss between the range and after price starts moving against you, where you close 50%, how would you manage risk in GJ trade? Um, I think so. So let's say, for example, price broke above this area right here. Price broke above this area and I entered a buy. Now the stop wouldn't be below this candle because that would be a much bigger stop loss. That would be like a 22, 23 pip stop. If I entered at the break of the high at around, 154, 350, the stop would be in the middle of this range around, 13, 14 pips. Because the reason is if we're breaking above this high with a lot of volume, then the candle should have no business coming back down in its range. If it comes back down in this range, then maybe this breakup was a fake out. Or if the candle can close below this range, then you can manage risk at that point. But essentially when we're ranging and we're breaking above a zone, we're breaking above highs, that means, and if that's volume time, then you're really trusting the candle to continue pushing with volume. So in that way, I wouldn't have my stop below the candle. It'll be like in the middle of a range. It was the same trade on gold I had, I think a week ago, somewhat like a week ago. Let's see here, see if you can find it. I think it was right over here. This was at 10 a.m., 8:30. Yeah, I think it was right over here. No, I can't find it. But it was kind of like the same gold trade. Where we break the high and we don't expect candle to continue back in the range. So just waiting for this price right now. We're about to approach NY open, so you just got to see how we close at NY open. Realistically would want to see a candle closing. Realistically would want to see a resistance forming, and then probably the next candle will break the high to see if we can continue bullish or not. Do you ever take a trade based on rejection of a resistance or support? Do you always trade breakouts? Reversals, probably not. So if I'm going to trade a reversal, what that's going to look like is something like this, right? So we'll form resistance, price is going to come down, and then we're going to form support. If we form support and if we start breaking support, then I'm going to look for sells. But if we start respecting support, then I'm going to start looking for buys to continue up. This is the reason I'm going to take sells if we start breaking a support. Otherwise, with one candle closing bearish, doesn't really mean price is going to continue down. One candle could just be a booby trap candle. Can you explain how did you overcome your mindset when you lost money in crypto exchange? How did you manage to get it back? I didn't get it back. We just had to move on. You just had to accept. You just had to accept that it's gone and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to accept that. You also have to accept that money always comes and goes. Money is the only thing that's always in circulation. Some days you're going to have it. Some days you're not going to have it. Some days you're going to have a lot of it. And some days you're going to have nothing, and that's just how money goes. And I think not understanding that very important concept really kept me afraid of having nothing. Because once you truly understand that, hey, I remember 5-6 years ago, I had very little than what I have right now. So I understand that always it comes and goes. You're going to lose some, you're going to make some. You're going to lose some, you're going to make some. But whenever you're faced with adversity, I will always look at that, okay, what, if I'm going through a tough time right now, someone said my girlfriend was in circulation in our class. It's like, when you have kids in the class in the back seat and they make these remarks, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, nice one. Two advices for a 20-year-old. I would say just take your time. If you're young, just take your time. I know you want to please your parents, you want to retire your parents, you want to do all these good things, but just take your time. Take your time, take risks, save money. I'm a big believer in saving. You just got to save, You're not saving just to be stingy. You're saving to be kind to your future self, And whenever you're faced with adversity, I always look at things that, okay, if I'm going through a tough time right now, this will not last, or this will not be here in the next 2 years, right? Whatever it is you go through, you're not going to go through the same thing maybe 2 years later on. So I always look at that. If I go through a tough time or a tough month, I always say, okay, you know what? This tough month, things are not going to be this way for the next 2 years or for the next 3 years. In the moment we may think that things will never change, but man, 1 year can change everything. Everything. So I always keep myself motivated that, okay, if times are tough now, maybe 2 years from now, times are not going to be that tough. Or maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or 3 years in the future. You know what I mean? I want to know your thought process on a scenario like this. If you were to take a trade and the next level is about 20 pips away, but before there is a wick about 8 pips from where you enter, would you secure positions? I think what you're talking about is what happened on pound yen, where we broke above this area and the next range was right over here, almost like 5-6 pips away. So I would say at that point you're trusting volume to continue pushing through that zone. But the more you see it, the better you're going to get at it. Would you look for impulse sales on gold below 1892? I would say 1892. Possibly yes. Possibly yes. We'll see. Thank you for your kind words yesterday on IG. Guys, you can go through anything. Trust me on that. Yes, that's true. Raja, donate to India relief funds. We need your help. I help where I can. Man, people think I have this big sack of money in my basement where I can just go in there and take things out.
You got an ATM, man.
I got an ATM. What have been your biggest challenge at trading the market? Biggest challenge was just sticking to 1 or 2 trades a day. That was the biggest challenge. That's a huge challenge. And I think an even bigger challenge than that was not to look at charts all the time. That was another biggest issue. That I had this habit of looking at charts all the time in the grocery store, at the gym, at dinners, at lunches, wherever, just looking at the charts. And the club at night, looking at the chart. Oh, London Open, let's see what happens. No. Just don't. So now I just look at the charts while I'm doing the live stream, or if I'm doing my revision, or if I'm doing the Asian session breakdowns I send. That's it. Other than that, I'm not looking at charts. Or if I've been watching something on the 4-hour time frame, I've been trying to get into the 4-hour time frame area to trade, so to really expand my horizon. So sometimes I'm looking at the 4 hours as well. How'd your wife, when you told you quit work to trading full time? I never told her I quit work to go full time. Man, people don't need to know everything you do in life. Where's your privacy? She didn't know until we were 8 months deep. Saving, because here's the thing. Even though you love the people you're with, most times not everyone's gonna see your vision. That's the thing. Your vision is your vision. It's what you manifest when you go to bed. It's what you manifest when you wake up. Because when you go to bed, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about the things you want to do in life, right? When you're closing your eyes, sometimes you're tired, you're sleeping, but you're just dreaming. You're thinking about things you want to do. You have those visions. Not everyone, people love you. They're with you. They care for you. They support you, but they will not be able to see your vision. Your vision is your vision. You got to protect it. Don't tell it to people. Don't tell to people what you want to do, what you're planning to do. And no one's going to understand it. Only you're going to understand it. And when the time is right, they're going to see it. They'll see it. They'll say, oh, okay. This is why you've been acting weird. Or this is why things have been going left and right. You're like, yeah. But when you tell people, man, people have the ability to talk you out of it. All right. Looks like we're breaking down over here. Missed out on pound yen. Looks like there was no entries on gold here either. Here for me. It's all right. If the gold 30-minute candle closes bullish at support, well, I guess we're breaking down here at this time. What makes you enter 25 lot instead of 10 to 20. That's just based on the profits I've made so far. You know, month of May has been really, really good. It's been blessings, so that's why could risk more. Let's see here. I used to when I'm in profit during trade, I can't control emotions and closing early, but when I'm in loss, I don't close early. That's wipe all my profit. Yeah, that's something I had to reverse engineer as well, because when you're winning a trade, you want to close the trade ASAP. But when you're losing a trade, you don't want to close the trade ASAP. You just want to let it open. And you got to really reverse that, and reverse that. I mean, when you're winning a trade and you're getting scared and you want to close the trade, close a percentage of the trade. Don't close the whole thing. Let it run. Close a percentage. When you're losing a trade, I just close out. I close that trade, so it's a very tough thing to do, but you got to do it. You got to do it. And the best thing is you need to close partials when you're winning a trade, because it's a confidence issue at the end of the day, and slowly you got to build that confidence. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Impulse entry after we break the candle high at this point. Yeah, but there's a bit of a mess here to the left hand side, so I mean, there needs to be a lot of volume for it to push, because at the same time GBP USD is different than pound yen, because we have the USD news in about 40 minutes, so you got to keep that in mind too. Pound USD is going to be different than pound yen because we got the USD news, so that can influence the move on pound USD. After watching Impulse Entry 3.0, I want to take entry after every candle break, breaking high or low. Yeah, but I think you need to just you need to just watch these moves first for about 2 months and 3 months and then start taking entries. Because it's impulse entries, if you don't watch them happen first, they can be really frustrating. I can tell you this right now. It's really easy to take losses all the time on impulse entries because you're just waiting for the lows and highs to break. Why wouldn't you sell GJ right now? The reason why I wouldn't sell GJ right now, because this candle is still open and we don't know whether this candle is going to close bullish or it's going to close bearish. Number one fact. Fact number two, we're in a very heavy bullish momentum at this point. So we don't know whether the next candle is going to go bearish or will it break the high to continue up. See this right now? We don't know where this candle is going to close. So we got to wait 11 minutes. There's still some time over here. What keeps you away from gold sells beside the news? Because I've missed it. I can't sell right here because we've already moved this much. If I wanted to take a sell, I think my sell could have been once we started breaking the low the second time around. So I can't sell at this point, because me selling at this point, even if it goes down, this will be a garbage entry. This will be a very bad entry. This will be entry at the low, So I respect myself as a trader not to have a shit entry. That's the thing. You have to respect yourself enough not to take a shit entry. Taking entry at the bottom, expecting it to go down, it's like, might as well not take an entry at all at that point. Or might want to see price consolidate and then take a sell for price to continue down. Same thing goes for pound yen over here. If I take a buy at the top, that's not going to be a good buy, or that's not going to be a good entry. A good entry would have been right down over here, but I missed it. So now I get to punish myself not to take a bad entry, which I really want to take, but just got to be careful. But you bought gold at the top yesterday. I didn't buy gold yesterday. Let me take a look over here. Yeah, I had no buys yesterday on gold. Oh, yesterday there was a buy over here. You're right. This was at 1911. That was not on the top. That's where we broke above the wicks and price consolidated before breaking above. Is there any guest tomorrow? Yeah, we had one guest, but they haven't responded to us yet, so we're not sure. What's your advice to a newbie trader who are planning to become a professional trader? I would say have a side income. You know, if you're a newbie trader, you're starting to become like, you know, full time or whatever, like have a side income. You know, have some sort of income on the side. Is Mac here? I'm not sure. No, Mac is not here today. Why is there a 4 pip spread on Dominion markets? I think you're signed into a standard account. That's why you have a 4 pip spread. My spread is like on pound, like 1.5, 1.3. What do you think of self-development books? Do you read them at all? I used to read them a lot. I used to listen to Les Brown, Bob Proctor a lot. There are a bunch of other guys. But I think the only reason I listened to those were when we were doing door-to-door sales, you know, which required a lot of self-motivation, and then I stopped at that point. Miles Monroe, yes, I heard of them too. We used to listen to a lot of audiobooks, you know, and all those books where you can't give up, keep going, and they were like stories about people who overcame adversity, they never gave up, they kept on going, you know, and that was all it, you know. And most of these programs, they were built around people who were like, you know, entrepreneurs, you know, like guys who needed to like motivate themselves to keep pushing, you know, because when you're motivated by not getting fired, basically, you know. That's what motivates you to go to your job, to not get fired, you know. But when you're working for yourself, you need that internal motivation to keep on going even though you don't have any sales. You know, there was something really interesting I was talking to my brother about yesterday, day before yesterday. We were talking about, so we have a warehouse, and that warehouse monthly rent is like around 26,000, you know. And we were talking about how when a new month starts, all he keeps start thinking about, oh man, $25,000 rent is due. $25,000 rent is due, right? But then at the same time, we don't say, okay, like, you know what? Okay, but we're gonna get these sales as well, you know. So that's kind of like, you know, what starts to motivate people more. That okay, like, you know what? We're self-starters, and we gotta self-motivate to, like, you know, get those bills done or reach certain targets and whatnot. Looks like gold is really rejecting that level, coming back in this range over here. Let's take a look at USDJPY. Oh, USDJPY broke above this area, 109,200, just before the NY open. Interesting. 6 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close. Let's take a look at this over here. Is this a viable move? Oh, it's only like 8 pips, 9 pips over here. Yeah, see, this is a smaller range. The selling range is much bigger than the buying range, you know. So this is like a 8 pip range over here, 7 pip range over here. So you really gotta decide whether this is going to be worthwhile to trade it or not. I want to be a full-time Forex trader. It's something I can do my entire life. Some good advice on that. Yeah, just focus on 1 or 2 trades. 1 or 2 trades, that's it. It's a very, very simple concept, but really, really hard to implement. 1 or 2 trades a day. Is there anything I can do to make it to your day? What? Is there anything I can do to make your day easier? Gulag police, your games will not be tolerated. Oh, we got the Gulag police over here. The only thing that's going to make my day easier is going to be if you can give a like on the stream. Either that's a like or a dislike, both work, but if you can do that, I think that's going to make my day a lot easier. Some people think dislikes is going to ruin the stream. It does not. It just shows that there's interaction on the live stream. Hey Raja, GJ formed support on 15-minute and broke the high of the previous. Is that a good trade? I don't think so. Because we're at a really strong resistance here, and we got 4 minutes left for the candle to close. So I want to know how is this candle going to close in the next 4.5 minutes. That's what I want to know. I haven't taken any trade yet. Gold moved, didn't take any trade. Pound yen moved, didn't take any trade. Just waiting for a sign, for some sort of signal, because I'm going to get paid to wait. So I haven't taken any trade so far. Do you recommend 16-year-olds to start learning how to trade? Well, yeah, perfect. If I was 16 and I knew of this industry, would have been a different story. I learned about trading when I was 28, 27, 28, 29. I'd say like 28, 29. What's the best prop firm? I have no idea. My Wi-Fi really crashed. Did you answer my question? If yes, please repeat. I have no idea what your question was. I kind of know you asked a question, but I forgot what the question was. How do I get the pip counter on MT5? You can Google it. Sorry for the abrupt answer, but I generally don't know where to get it. Pip counter MT5 right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, right there. We've opened it in the past. Yeah, right there, pip counter. It shows the pips at the bottom. But if you're looking for the pips on the top right, I think you can move this to the top right, if I'm not mistaken. There, like, you can basically change that stuff. Yeah, pip counter right there too. Pip counter for you, pip counter for everybody. Okay, let's take a look here. This is pound yen 5 minute. Oh yeah, we're ranging at this time on the 5 minute time frame. We are ranging. What do you do when you're in a trade and it doesn't go against you, but also doesn't go your way? Do you close when a trade takes too long? I close 50% at that time. If a trade just starts ranging, I just close 50%. I always flap when I'm in a trade thinking it's going to reverse, and I also take my profits. Oh, nice. People don't respect me since I don't have mod abilities. May I have trial period? Oh, I don't know, man. To be a moderator, that's a very big deal. I think you need to be promoted to a sergeant or a constable to have the mod abilities. If you were 16 again, what would you do? If I was 16 again, I would maybe learn to code if I was 16. Because I was always in computers, but I didn't know about coding when I was 16. And I think if I would have started coding when I was 16, I would have been doing something in software, and I would have been really good at it. I learned about coding when I was like 19, 20, and I had no passion for it. What determines what time frame you trade on? Setups. Price needs to set up in a way. If I'm looking at price right now, we're about to close in like a minute and 15 seconds. I mean, I needed to kind of like do some sort of retracement or something, but at this time, there's nothing. There's no trade I've taken so far. Hey, Roger, it's hard to get 2 trades when you're trading 1 pair on a single session. Yeah, I know, man. I understand that because I only trade pound yen and gold, and so far I have taken 0 trades. Just nothing. All right, let's bring this space station down. Let's hope nothing breaks. Oh. Okay, let's see here. Ji, Raja Saab, Sab Badia, can you see my Euro chart, Euro USD chart? I have observed a pattern. Can it be used to take trades? Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look over here. Can we use this double peak on higher time frame to take position in lower time frame? I don't know what you're looking at. You have a circle here, you have a circle here, you have a circle here. Why are these 2 different than these 2? I don't understand. So what are you trying to do? Trying to take buys, trying to take sells? Are you taking any trade on pound? No, I'm not. I missed it. I missed my trade chance down over here. So this is just like, it's moving, you know, like I'm happy for people who are in buys at this point, but you know, if it's moving at this point. I'm not in this trade. I'd want to see some sort of a pullback or some sort of a, like, you know, like a retest, and that's when I would take a trade. But so far it's nothing. So far I've missed this move right here from down from, you know, 154 350. Missed it. So just gonna watch it move towards 155. USDJPY also closed above this range. Looks like GU is also moving up. Oh, GU looks like a much better opportunity over here. Because if we break above the high on GU, but also there's news on the USD. Eh. It is what it is. What's this? Look at US 30. Let's take a look over here.
US 30, yes. It's already moved up like 100 pips.
Oh, wow. That's a huge move on US 30. Damn. You told before that you lost a certain amount. How would you manage that? Were you married that time or not? I mean, how did you manage that with your family? No one knew what I was doing. That's how I managed it. Take a look. Oh, US 30 buys over here. Very nice. You got the trade of the day over here. Isn't now is the great time to enter the trade in GJ because it has created retracement to continue going up? I mean, the way how I see it, maybe on the 15-minute there was an opportunity, but I was looking for a much stronger, you know, confirmation with like you know, retracement, a support formation, and then a continuation. But I didn't get it. You know, I didn't get it, so that's why I'm just, you know, I'm not in any trade at this point. Just kind of waiting for a little bit more of sort of like a retracement. Do you think the news has already been priced in since the pairs moved up quite a bit? I don't think so. You know, because gold hasn't really moved a lot. Euro USD hasn't really moved a lot. So I don't think the news is priced in at all. Because look, we still have GDP and unemployment claims coming in. Yeah, it looks like we're on our way towards 155 at this point on pound yen. How would you execute on that move if you didn't miss it? Somewhere down over here, 154 350. That would have been the entry point. 154 350. We would have gone all the way towards 154 800. All right, what's this? Support created. Oh, nice. Nice one. Would you have preferred to find Forex earlier in your life, in your 20s? I don't think so. I think whatever happened, it happened for a reason. So yeah, I think I found stuff at the right time. You know, so I believe everything happens for a reason. Wherever you are right now is because of the choices you made, or it's because of the choices someone else made and how you reacted to those choices and stuff like that. How many candles do you need to see if a support resistance is formed? Generally one candle. You know, one candle, look at this. This one candle closed bearish, next candle closed bullish, support formed, and even if we measure this range, it's like 8-9 pips over here. Yeah, gold is just ranging at this point. Pound yen is also moving bullish. We can see a retracement. If this scenario was on the 30-minute time frame, this would have been a perfect entry as we broke the high to the left hand side. That would have been a perfect entry if the scenario was on a 30-minute time frame. GJ on weekly looks extremely good to continue. Oh yeah, absolutely. We've broken above the high on the weekly candle. Looking to the left hand side, we have clean room going till 155, 400 even. You know, 155, 400. Right now it's moving towards 155 even, 100%. We're moving up there right now. Could you check this GA chart? All right, let's take a look at this GA chart right here. GA buys above 1.83. Yeah, looks good. Actually, let's take a look at this right over here. GA chart right here. Yeah, this looks amazing on GA. If we break above this area, I think this is amazing. This looks way better than pound yen. Moving up towards, you know, 1.83 on the 30-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame. Yeah, we got some range over here. We got some 30, 40 pip range. Let's measure this right here. It's like a 19, 20 pip range. Okay, yeah, not that big. But we still got some room for price to move into if we break above these highs. What's this here? Will you be on the PAM account on Dominion Markets in about 2-3 months? Yes. All right, I'm looking to see if I can get a buy over here at 1.82970. 1.82970. Right above this area would be a pretty good idea for price to continue bullish. We're moving up towards 155 on pound yen, getting an opportunity for price to break above these highs to continue bullish. Did you speak to the person I mentioned yesterday? No. Didn't get any time. Do you think we can do buy stops and sell stops on gold with news? Possibly yes. Possibly yes. I'm gonna look at that avenue too. Possibly yes. There's an opportunity to do buy stops and sell stops. We're 5 pips away from 155. 5 pips away. GA is also going to continue at this time right here. Seems like it. We're moving bullish. We broke above the high. I think next stop would be around 1.83100, 1.83140, 150. That could be the stop at that point. I did take an entry right over here too on GA. See right here. This is the 30-minute time frame. Have an entry right here. Took a buy, expecting price to continue bullish, just like just like we're watching right here to the left hand side on this chart right here. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Jason B. Ooh, GJ, nice. Took above the high at this point, 10.8 pips. Beautiful. Very nice. Let's take a look at this chart here. Same idea on pound yen, taking buys. Nice, man. You guys did way better than me. Gold is coming back down just before NY Open. Oh, just before the news, we're coming back down on gold. So I guess we have to readjust these zones. We got a support down over here. Wait for price to break below this area to really continue down. I think it's going to be a very, very good move if we continue breaking below this support. Does your broker limit leverage for Australian traders? Our platform? No, it does not. Thanks for today. I have to go early. It's my daughter's 3rd birthday. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for joining in and happy birthday. All right, your JPY. Minor resistance better buy if the second candle break the previous high. Very nice. It's moving up here for you. Beautiful. Nice move. Can we deposit in through Pakistani bank or net teller? We do have local options for, you know, the residents of Pakistan. I think you need to email support. All right, GA is still in the game over here. I'm up about Not even 1 pip over here. Still at break-even stage at this point in GA. Please explain your gold trade yesterday that made you 21. I already explained it on my Instagram. If you can go to my Instagram, you can see I already explained it. That was a fully explained trade there, mate. Check out rejections on US 30. Yes, we're having some massive rejections on US 30. Massive rejection on US 30. Wow, crazy. Would you sell gold on an impulse if it breaks 1890? Yes, I'm planning on to. We have news coming in, so I'm going to try to see if we can get some sort of a impulse entry on gold with a sell stop below this area or a buy stop above the 30-minute candle. So that's something I'm going to be looking into. We got news coming in about 20 minutes. This is 1 minute chart. There's no labeling on it. Looks good. Yeah, looks good. How do you know the pound pairs are going to continue bullish? Usually when the news creates big moves, doesn't market do a correction or to go back to price before the news? It does do correction, but once you look at the way price is moving, we got 155 right over here. We look at pound AUD. It depends where this candle is going to close, the 15-minute time frame, you know, and then you're basically gonna work off of that. So I mean, if it closed below this range, then I don't think this would be a very good trade to be in. So same thing goes for pound yen. Pound yen is different because obviously we wanted to go towards 155, but at the same time, kind of wanted to create like a retracement to create a support to continue back up as well. You know, but I don't think we're gonna get that chance here at all. Euro JPY break above the high. Oh, very nice. Looks like we had a very good move on Euro JPY. After a big win like yesterday, are you only playing with the earnings or do you continue to trade the normal lot size? I have a smaller lot size running than yesterday. I'm using a 10 lot here today instead of my usual lot size, but yeah, normally I'm going to lower my lot sizes too. How will you manage loss in GA? Well, looking at GA, all right, let's take a look at right over here, right? Okay, so looking at GA, this is the 15-minute candle, right? This 15-minute candle is about to close in about 2 minutes. If this candle closes a bullish candle right here, just as it is, I'm probably going to leave the trade open. But if we close below, let's say this area, if we close below this line right here, I'm going to close 50% of my position. But then again, I'm going to leave the rest running because we're breaking above on the 30-minute time frame to continue bullish. So that's how I'm going to manage this trade. I may have missed this, but are you going to start charging for the live streams? And does Johnny Mark offer live streams? Yes, it does offer that lifetime thing. All right, the pound yen is moving bullish and moving up towards 155. Crazy moves here on pound yen. Can't believe missed the whole thing from all the way down over here. Just have a lot of missed trades rather than losing trades. Oh, yeah, me too. You know, was really hoping to get this move. If I wasn't looking at gold, I would have been in pound yen over here. But man, had to look at gold for some dumb paper trades. Literally, that's what happened. And 155 is on the dot right over here. 155. There was no sells, and 155 has been tapped. Whoever is in pound yen trade, man, you have a trade of the day over here. GA is also moving, which is good. I think it should continue moving here too. Wow, look at that pound yen move. Support created, TP hit, beautiful, very, very well done. looks like everything's moving at this point. Looks like gold is also trying to continue down, but we're waiting for the news over here on gold. Your JPY has also moved a lot. Crazy move here on your JPY. Are you going to place stops for USD news? Yes. Sell stops. Sell stops and buy stops. So we're gonna see how price sets up before the news. They'll be above the 30-minute candle and below the 30-minute candle. So that's what we're gonna look at here. We still got about 15 minutes left. Biden to propose 6 trillion. Oh, what's this? 6 trillion budget to boost middle class infrastructure. Oh, damn. Man, they're printing money like no tomorrow. Have you guys seen the price of lumber and the price of steel? Wow, through the roof. Through the roof. So at this time, what I'm doing is I'm closing 50% of my position right here on this chart. So I'm gonna close 50%. Oh, turn it on right here. Okay. Looks like, oh, my battery died. Let's see here, magic keys. What's the reason to use the 30-minute candle for the buy stop and sell stop instead of the 15-minute candle? The reason to use the 30-minute candle is because the 30-minute is a stronger confirmation time frame. And if the 30-minute candle breaks the low, then there's a higher probability price is going to continue moving down. If it breaks the high, then there's a higher probability it's going to continue moving up. So that's the reason I use the 30-minute candles for buy stops and sell stops. So we still got some time over here. Got 12 minutes. Would you execute on GJ if there was a lower wick on the 1 hour? Probably yes. If there's a wick on the 1 hour, yes. Probably yes. Because this move happened as soon as this candle started. You know, there was just no wick at the bottom. It just continued bullish. Why did you close 50% on GA? The reason I closed 50% on GA was because the 15-minute candle closed with no wick on the top and price came back to my entry point. So I'm just being cautious. I'm just being cautious. You know, it's good to be cautious. That's why magic keys can be frustrating. Oh no. No, I just didn't have it loaded up on the charts. That's why I didn't execute. But the battery's still on. So yeah, just waiting for this candle to close at this point now. Did you put sell stop on gold? No, I did not put sell stop on gold. Why would I put a sell stop on gold right now? We still got 10 minutes left for the news. What if price gets activated before the news? Then what? All right. GA is still running over here. Nice. Still in this trade on GA. Up about what? 2 pips? GU sell is valid or not on the 15-minute low break? No, it is not. All right. Kerwin gave us some really good gold knowledge. That's true. I'm getting messages. Some guys are in gold sells over here as price is coming down, which is excellent. As we're coming down towards the news time, I think it's going to set up in a really nice way to either continue pushing down or to have like a sharp retracement going up. Are you using the same account for the buy stop and gold? That's something I'm not going to answer. I'm going to let you figure out? Yeah, I'm not going to answer that question. New traders should avoid scalping and trade off of the higher time frame, daily and 4-hour. I don't think that's a good idea. There's no such thing as new traders should do this or should do that, or new traders should trade this or trade that. You know, new traders should focus on just 1 or 2 trades a day and to really study those trades. That's what they should do. You know, oh wow, look at this move over here. We broke below support, broke below the low here, and continuing breaking down on gold. The only trade I have running at this point is a buy on pound AUD. My buy is somewhere right over here. I just have one buy running on pound AUD and really expecting it to continue up towards, yeah, I'd say 1.83100 would be a good idea. Up about 5 pips at this point. You can see right here, this thing is still running here. Up about 5 pips. Do you think GA was a good trade or influenced by FOMO? I think it was a really good trade. It wasn't influenced by FOMO at all. I think it was a really good trade because we followed the technical rules. We broke above the high, and then the entry was taken based on impulse, you know, for price to continue moving bullish. Why didn't you sell gold? Because I'm waiting for the news. There's news in about 8 minutes. Maybe it's just a liquidity grab to push up for the news. It could be. You know, it could very well could be. What if they're expecting good news with lower unemployment claims and all of a sudden we have really high unemployment claims, right?
Should be technically lower.
Yeah. Should be lower technically. But who knows, man? These feds, they're snakes. You know? They can snake the numbers out of nowhere.
You're right about that.
So I just closed pound AUD right here when it came back to my entry point. No use in holding that trade at all. There's absolutely no point. So that was a 10 lot, and I think I lost about $162. 162 on 10 lot. Not bad, you know, closed partials, let the rest run, went in profits, came back to my entry point, and just closed out the whole thing. Just gonna patiently wait for gold here now. Got the sell when I suspected rejection candles. Done for the day. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Done for the day. Very, very nice. Oh, wow. Look at that rejection on gold. See, this is why I didn't sell on gold, because just before the news, you don't know what's going to happen. So you can see right here, this is where lost 162 on the 10 lot right here. Buy 10 lot. 162. You also got to work on keeping losses small. These are 2 losses I had, like, you know, back to back, but, you know, kind of like moved past that. Small loss over here, small loss over here. Oh yeah, this was a dumbass trade I took. And then small loss over here.
Where did your beautiful colors go on MT5?
Oh, they're right here. I just didn't load them. Yeah. Did you struggle with missing trades when you started out trading? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like if this was me, maybe 3 years ago, I would have been having massive FOMO on this move right here. Massive FOMO. But I know now that my entry would have been down over here. And if I didn't have that good entry, I'm not taking any entry at all on pound yen. You know, because you gotta respect yourself as a trader. You gotta have some pride in trading, right? And that pride comes from having really good entries. If you're not gonna have a good entry on a trade, better not take that fucking trade at all. It just makes no sense at all. It's just like when you go hunting, you better not shoot if you're gonna miss. Like, you know, when you go hunting, you shoot to kill. You're not shooting to miss. You know, you don't get second chances while you're hunting. Same thing goes with having good entries. You know, if you don't have a good entry, don't take an entry at all. Can you Please look at this chart over here. GBP/NZD coming up towards resistance. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, if you break above this area, you got clean candles here to the left hand side. Let's see here. Gold can go up. It can reach a critical downside level. Yeah, that's true. Would you like to start include second pair and understand? Should I take paper trade? Yes, start taking paper trades on the second pair if you're looking at. What you think about the last few 4-hour rejection in 1890? Yeah, I think those are rejections. Prices rejecting that area. You know, daily is also bullish, but we're rejecting that area down over there. You know, looking on the 1 hour time frame, we're rejecting that area as well. You know, I mean, if we're rejecting and we're closing above this area, that means we're rejecting that support. Looking on the 30-minute time frame, wow, straight rejection here. This is beautiful. This means we can have a buy stop just above the 30-minute candle. Any wins today? No, no wins today.
Roger.
Hey, Carmen.
Hey, what's up, man? Remember, we have a 1890, which can easily act as a strong rejection point on gold. But yeah, this crazy range between the 1890 and 1895, we need to see something breaking above the at least the 1897 to get those easy buys toward the 1900s at least. Other than that, you know, it's gonna be a waiting. A long wait to see if we can break below the 1890, the entry that you're looking for sales below the 1890. But so far it's a rejection point, so just be aware of that. In my opinion, monthly on gold doesn't make sense to hold sales for longer. You know, this 1890 and it's a dangerous way to look for sales on gold. But you never know. If we can scalp it toward the next key level, 1885, 1880. Problem is, if we start trading below the 1885 and going to the 1880, then we're basically breaking a higher time frame structure, and then gold is gonna have a massive drop, which I don't think is gonna happen because the monthly candle is looking so beautiful bullish. So just something to be aware of. That if you get some sales on gold, it's gonna be short term, other than buys.
Man, this candle's like 60 pips.
Mm-hmm.
What's your position for the news? I have no position so far. I'm gonna put a buy stop in probably only a buy stop. Yeah. I think. Probably only a buy stop would work. Yeah, this is where my buy stop is at this point. All right. Let's see. We got 1 minute left. This is the buy stop right here. It's just above this 30-minute candle. Just above this 30-minute candle. I don't want to have a sell stop because, I mean, price will have to move, what, 40, 50 pips down and then break the low. I think that's a very, very, I mean, that's very far away. But how many times it has really moved that way? Let's have a sell stop over here too. All right, boys and girls. Month of May has been a blessing. Let's see if we can add to the blessing. All right. Oh, nothing's going on. Removing the sell stop. Sell stop removed. Buy stop is still open. It's not breaking the high, and Nothing. The spreads are even. They're not even running left and right either. And yeah, nothing. Nothing at all.
What happened with the news?
Good numbers, I guess.
Yep, better than expected.
Okay.
Ooh, GDP is lower, whatever. Yeah, better than expected.
If it's better than expected, then let's buy gold.
I mean, was really expecting some sort of I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Still, I need a break above the 1895, 1896.
How do you put your buy stop? Are people fucking blind? Man, what the hell is going on over here? How do you put your buy stop? I literally put the buy stop right there. Didn't even use magic keys, so you could say, "Oh, what's that?" You know.
Maybe you need to explain what's a buy stop.
Yeah. Maybe that was the question. What's a buy stop? And
Yeah.
how would you put it? Someone can saying, "I can ban him if you want." Yeah, we'll give them
How do you see the chart?
like a chart paper. I took 2 trades on GJ, which are my best trades since I started trading, all because of your knowledge, Raja. Thank you. I'm Ken from Kenya. Oh, nice. You took the trade that I missed. Very nicely done. There's actually a short-term bearish momentum divergence, but also a great bullish volume divergence on many time frames. So which one is it? I agree, there's actually a bit of a short-term bearish momentum, but also a bullish divergence on many time frames.
Watch for gold.
Yeah, right?
To be honest, yeah. Watch for gold.
Looks like that buy stop may get activated over here, Kervin.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because if we got a rejection down from 1890, this makes sense.
Yeah. We need a little bit more of information, but yeah. 15-minute created support and a strong rejection right on the dot from the 1890.
Yeah.
If this 15-minute candle start breaking above the 1896, is gone. Will be an impulsive move.
Yeah, I agree with that. Above
Because
1890s.
Yeah, because this 15-minute candle, the one is forming right now, already did the retest to the previous 15 minutes. So if it's breaking above, it's basically breaking above. But we have a little bit of issue in that area, and this area over here. This is the area that we need to clear a little bit more to get then from here. Anything from here is going to be a clean move to the upside. Because the higher time frames, the daily, the weekly, basically is looking beautiful.
Ooh, my buy stop got activated.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, look at that.
That's all right.
Buy stop got activated.
That's all right. That's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
20 pip stop right here.
Yeah. Worst thing that will be facing is a rejection from the 1897, but it has to be something really strong rejection, like really quick.
Yeah.
Other than that, the move is already good. Yeah. We're Gucci,
win profits.
We're Gucci, man.
700.
There you go. Yeah, I'm securing some just in case. Another blessing, bro.
Yeah, just gotta. There we go. Secured profits right here.
Alright, combo. Let's go, gold.
Roger.
Let's give it at 1900. And if it goes to the 1900, it's gonna be a quick break above the 1900.
What's
I'm
this?
not expecting a rejection from there.
Raja keeps getting FOMO. It's not FOMO, you dumbass. Had a buy stop right here. And even
How
Kervin did the analysis too.
Man, how? Oh man, you see? Yeah, let's get the paid streamings, man.
This is why we need paid streams.
Jesus Christ.
Nice one. What is secured over here? Secured $460 right here.
Beautiful. It's a paycheck for an average person in the US.
Yeah.
In what? In 1 minute? 2 minutes?
Yeah, literally 2 minutes. I have my finger on stop loss at entry. I just wanted to cross above 1898 and then I'm gonna put my stops at entry point. Gonna probably reduce my, yeah, I'm gonna put my stops at entry right over here. Beautiful trade. Very nice. Buy stop got activated, price came up towards 10, 12 pips, secured positions, left a runner, and runner got stopped out at break even. There was no problem in that trade at all. Even if this was done in front of everyone in the gulag, people will still start complaining about stuff. Oh, but this, oh, but that. Oh, wow. We got 885 likes over here. Come on, man. Let's get it to 1,000.
Let's get it to 1,000. I was watching my number. Let's get it to 1,000.
Yeah, Kervin, you're right. It's going to continue on. 1900, then we got 1902, 1901.
Yes, sir. I hope so.
Two trades, 2 wins, done for the day. Now I have to study for exams. Oh, nice. Why is gold? Oh, yes. This is going to continue moving bullish over here on gold.
Yeah.
So congratulations everyone who took these buys on gold with me. You guys trusted my instincts and took these buys, and maybe if you secured positions, awesome. If not, then whatever. Pound yen, I missed it. It was like whatever. But, shout out to gold. Shout out to gold for showing us the way. Look at this 1 minute, Kervin.
Yeah.
At the 838 candle always pushes up.
Oh my goodness, let me close my position. Every time you say that, it's reversing. Nah, it's all right. I mean,
No, look,
Yeah.
last 10 seconds. 838 candle every day. Sometimes it's a probability. All right. What's the time? Oh, we still got 5 minutes left over here for the 15-minute candle to close. Great trade as always. May I say you're looking strong, sir. Oh, thank you. I'm getting stronger day by day. Kervin, you want to be our guest tomorrow? Well, Kervin, we should kick you out today then.
okay.
Kervin's guest every day, man. Wow, look at this. GA, amazing close on GA as well. Trusted my instincts, closed everything, otherwise would have been in drawdown at this point. The thing is, you gotta hate drawdowns. I hate drawdowns. Absolutely hate drawdowns. I don't like drawdowns at all. You know, so when you don't like drawdowns, when I don't like drawdowns, I like to close 50%. I like to close, you know, some partials in drawdown because I don't want to get my entire position to go down. You know, so got to be very careful with drawdowns. Hey Raja, Daniel said your broker is a white label. Yeah, some parts of it. Obviously, yeah. Because, like, when you're trying to run a big business, you gotta protect the overhead costs. So that's why you kind of like, look for those avenues. Something like, we had some people approach us to wholesale magic keys, right? So what they said is, hey, we want the same thing you have, but if you can white label this for us with another brand or, something like that. So we're like, okay, awesome. We can look into that. So that's how you grow a business. Like, especially when you don't know something in a business, you start small and then you start to get your own bigger servers and stuff like that. Because then you start to understand it more and then you can diversify and become independent and stuff like that, So it's normal business practices.
And you also still got your broker up, so.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right. Like running this whole operation is not a small thing at all. Are there any swap fees on Islamic account? No, there are no swap fees. Oh, we got the Gulag police force here. What I promised, ban spammers, ban anyone who use all caps, ban. Oh, we can't ban people. We need to put them in timeouts. Do you think GJ could do a pullback around NYSE? It could. I think that's what I would want to see. That's what I would want to see. For pound yen to do a little bit of a retracement, create support, and then continue bullish. How did you anticipate the gold rejection as you were talking to Kervin? I didn't anticipate a gold rejection. I just acted on securing profits at around 10-12 pips. So I secured profits and it rejected, and so be it. Gold had a rejection. Do you think it's a good buy on gold if the candle closes above resistance? Yes, I think so too. I know people who took gold buys at the top when Raja said I think it's going up. I think so too. But I didn't. I showed you guys where my buys were. I just joined your stream, just wondering about MMEX. I don't know if you already talked about it. I have no idea what MMEX is. The Gulag is really fucking demanding, man. What's MMEX? No idea. Let's see here, MMEX. Oh, it's a stock.
Uh-oh.
This stock was at $1 in 2017. Oh, it's dead right now.
Oh, that's the OTC.
Oh, it's the OTC?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's how much I know about these things.
Trash.
Trash.
Maybe we could pump it, Roger.
Oh, yeah, we could probably pump it. That's true. Maybe we could pump it. Let's buy MMEX. My third month in a row at break even. The only problem is to lower the losses as much as possible. Yes. Yes. You gotta lower down the losses. You gotta do it. Do it that way. Guys, remember that song by Jennifer Lopez?
You like Jennifer Lopez?
I mean, she's
Say it, man.
good
It's
artist.
okay.
Great artist.
Yeah.
Great singer.
Okay.
Great artist.
All right.
Yeah. Great artist. Amazing performances.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the chances on the gold on the 4 hour that it's gonna close bullish? 4 hour. Looking for the 4 hour candle. Give me that push that I need toward the 1900s.
I think it's a very good chance.
Yeah,
There's
right?
there's extremely high chance it's going to close bullish, especially if the 30-minute candle closes above 1897.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, it looks good.
I just found this channel. What's your ideal trading time? Ideal trading time is from 6:30 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. What can I do to earn a market fluidity DVD? Well, well, well. If you can make a video of doing a backflip,
Jumping jacks.
we'll get this done. I don't know. I still haven't figured out what the challenge should be. I have like 8 DVDs to give away. Dress as J-Lo. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Mr. Rajay, can you share your trade to be copied for a fee via Signal Start? No. I don't know what that is, Signal Start. Signal Start. A professional Forex signal service. Oh, damn. Forex signals. Oh, what the hell? You have all these people over here. Wow. Entire gulag just opened this website right here. So all these people, they give signals, and this guy is up 195%. Actually, not bad. Started in November 2020, April. It's been constant. Looks like there has been no signal given so far. Oh yeah, April, May, just stopped. This is interesting. Monthly, oh, look at this guy, up 1600%. Oh, damn, look at this. Wow, this is a way to make $99 a month. Cabana Capital. Wow, look at these gains over here, 23%, 25. Damn, this is pretty good. Investor Fest. These are actually very solid gains. You know, 33%, 27%. I used to mod for a certain hungry London streamer, but was stripped of my powers for abusing my powers. I have changed. Well, looks like your credit is not good, so we're probably gonna keep it at that. Let's see here. Bridgewater, 117, 1600%, 6500%. Pips in negative pips, minus 40. Wow, what's happening over here? So these are the ages too. 11 months, 8 months, 7 months. Hey Raja, I installed the mini market demo, but it has a high 5 pip spread on GJ. What's the average? I think you're on a standard account. You need to open a ECN account, pro account. Please don't forget to add timestamps. Okay, we will see what we can do. Can you check Master Forex on Instagram? He seems doing great. Well, good for him. Raja, sort as high gain. Oh, we can sort this as well. Oh, damn. Look at this, Kervin. 2.2 million% gain.
Damn.
From $50 deposit. Oh, wow. Look at this. What the fuck is this?
That algo.
Look at this. 0%, 50%, 150, 200. Then it held a massive drawdown over here. And then it caught up. Now it's still in drawdown at this point, but it's, wow, man, that's some crazy. 500% gain in April. And then it kind of calmed down a little bit. Yeah, has to be an algo.
Yeah.
Martingale algo. Because look, massive gains were made during the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Right? April, May, June, July, COVID thing. And then once markets start to get normal again, look at this, nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a scam. No, it's not. I mean, it just makes sense, you know, made massive gains April, May, June, July. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. Night scalp. I could look at this
see.
all day.
Serious gains.
Yeah. Trustpilot signal start. Not recommended. Too expensive. Well then. Wow, this guy, whoa, was really bloody. Wow, looks like this guy deposited $100 and lost it.
But how the fuck cry for $100, man?
Yeah, wow, avoid. Damn. System is very dangerous. I think who's gonna invest over here, they should know exactly what they're investing in. Like, you know, what their risk is. Are they really looking to lose or win? I'm risking 2%, $10 for my BK, but when closing it at 10 pips, it responded at $5. Should I change something? Yeah, I think you should. Yeah, it looks like gold is basically just staying below 1897.
Yeah.
Brazil. All right. What's maximum loss you prefer on gold on one lot? Depends on how much I'm willing to lose. My one lot loss on gold, I don't know. I mean, if I have a $5,000 account, maybe max loss I'm looking at maybe like $80 on a one lot. Oh, look at this. Looks like we're going to close above this area. Do we really believe with this candle closing bullish, with this huge rejection over here, we can continue till 1903?
I have seen that a lot on gold. So this is the stuff that I want to see on gold. The 4-hour candle closing bullish with that long wick to the downside, grabbing liquidity, and you know that's gonna be the confirmation for the intraday trade. Buys above the high on the 4-hour, and then it's gonna be easier, and you don't have to deal with this range over here. But it's there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Price will need to stay above the 1895 as well. If it's breaking below the 1895 and closing inside that range, then we can easily retest that support against 18.
Bro, for some reason your volume is really low today.
Oh really? I don't know. Check. Let me check. What about now, Raja? Can you hear me?
Oh, you know what? It was something on my end. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
My volume was set really low.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. 5 minutes. Let's go.
Look at this.
Yeah.
1898 and above.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, mate. That's the kind of closing that I want on the 4 hour.
Yeah, that's a really, really good close over here. 30 minutes also closing above, 1 hour also closing above. The question is, if the next 4-hour candle is going to make a liquidity wick,
Yes.
how far should that go? Shouldn't
Shouldn't break below the 1895 in my opinion, which is like 20 pips from where the price is right now. If it's breaking below the 1895, the retest can easily be a retest to the 1890, you know, before getting any other rejection from there. Other than that, you know, the continuation is there for the new 4-hour candle. New 4-hour, new 30-minute, new hourly candle, everything started to show some sort of, you know, confirmation for the bullish run.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Roger, trading in the shadows? No, I'm not. I'm actually looking for a break above 1898 to actually trade in the shadow. All right, Kervin, looks like there's going to be an impulse entries coming up.
Yes, sir. 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes.
And this 5 minute has the power to drive price at least $2 more to the 9. There you go. This thing is jeez. Sinan is hungry.
No, I had garbage all over the table and he's throwing it in the bin. He's telling me not to put it on the table.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, in the background he's going blah, 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 blah.
All right.
Just closing some.
I secure some just in case in the last 2 minutes this 5 minute candle reversing close below that previous resistance, below the 1897, just in case.
It's a blessing day, man.
Yeah, man. But like I said, easily, you know, before getting any rejection, easily can go to the 1900s. Yeah. That's the kind of pullback you don't want to see in the last 5 minutes of the hourly. See, if this candle close bearish, then the next one is gonna try to break below that previous one. There you go. So that's why you need your positions to be secure before getting any of these things. Your opportunity again is gonna be at the break of the high on the previous 5-minute candle, and then you already have the move that you need, stress free.
Just agree with you.
Now you know that your resistance is basically the 1897, you know, so anything trading above that area and trading respecting the 1895 is gonna drive price toward our target, which is the 1900s. So it's easy, simple, you know, nothing to be stressed. Pam, 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 pam. Securing another thing here. And right now, basically, the current 5-minute candle, you don't want to see that 5-minute candle closing bearish below the previous one, because that's the confirmation that resistance was established. And at the break of that 5-minute candle bearish, the one that is forming right now, at the break of that candle can easily give you a nasty drop to retest those 1890s. So that's why you need to be on top of the rest, you know. You need to pay attention to the small details. But if it's closing bullish, has enough potential going to the 1900s.
Guys. Oh. Alright, guys, I'm gonna head off over here.
Okay, man.
Okay,
Take care.
Alright, take care, everybody.
Bye, man. Take care.
Alright, take care.
Bye, Kevin.
All right, take care, guys.
Okay, we're coming. Let's go.
Rodrigo.
Huh?